Pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg. Funeral service for Sandra J. Carlisle, age 70, of Alexander City, is this morning at 11 a.m. from Curtis & Son North, with the Reverend Lynn Blanchard officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Cemetery. Visitation prior to the service, 9:30 until 11, also at Curtis & Son North. Ms. Carlisle died December 13th at her residence. Online condolences at curtissonsonfh.com. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, North Chapel, directing. Funeral service for Juanita Howell, age 77, of Goodwater, will be today at 2 o'clock from the chapel of Randy Smith Funeral Home, with James Gallops and Alex Walker officiating. Burial in the Evergreen Memorial Cemetery. Mrs. Howell died December 14th at UAB in Birmingham. Visitation today, noon until 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at randysmith.com. Randy Smith Funeral Home, directing. Donald Wilson Tate, age 76, of Alexander City, died December 13th at Chapman Healthcare Center in Alexander City. Visitation will be Sunday, December 17th from noon until 1:30 at the funeral home, and the graveside service will follow immediately at 2 o'clock at Hillview Memorial Park. The Reverend John Versilio will officiate the service. In lieu of flowers, please make a donation to a favorite charity. Memorial messages can be sent to the family at randyfuneralhome.com. Randy Funeral Home, directing. Funeral service for Joe Lewis Lee, age 74, is Saturday at 2 o'clock from Mount Olive Missionary Baptist Church in Childersburg, with Bishop William Spann officiating. Mr. Lee died Monday, December the 11th at Grandview Medical Center in Birmingham. Public viewing today, noon until 7 in the Chapel of Remembrance. Arrangements entrusted to Sunset Memorial Chapel in Childersburg. Online condolences at sunsetmc.com. Celebration of life for Angel Beavers, age 13, will be Saturday at 2 o'clock from Terry's Mortuary Chapel. Interment in the Rocky Mount Cemetery. Online condolences at terrysmortuary.com. Terry's Metropolitan Mortuary in Talladega, directing that service. Funeral service for Obie D. Fuller Jr. of Alexander City is today noon from Wright's Funeral Home Chapel, with the Reverend Jimmy Sims officiating. Burial in the Fellowship Cemetery. The family will receive friends at Wright's Funeral Home from 11 a.m. until service time today. Mr. Fuller died December 10th at Russell Medical Center. Wright's Funeral Home, directing. Memorial service for Mr. Arthur Price Allen, age 90, of Sylacauga, Saturday at 2 from Randy Smith Funeral Home Chapel. Mr. Allen died Sunday, December 10th at his residence. In lieu of flowers, donations can be sent to the Coosa Valley Hospice. Memorial messages may be sent to the family at randysmith.com. Randy Smith Funeral Home, directing. Memorial service for Mrs. Teresa Ann Espinozo, age 69, of Sylacauga, is Saturday at 3 o'clock from First Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Pastor Rick Patrick, along with Pastor Larry Morrison, officiating. Mrs. Espinozo died Tuesday, December 12th at Coosa Valley Medical Center. The family will receive friends at First Baptist in Sylacauga on Saturday from 1 until service time at 3 o'clock. In lieu of flowers, memorial contribution can be made to the FBC Sylacauga Library Fund, P.O. Box 234, Sylacauga 35150. Online condolences at BenefieldFuneralHome.com. These obituaries brought to you by Curtis & Son Funeral Home, the North Chapel on Highway 21 in Sylacauga, the Childersburg Chapel on Highway 280 in Childersburg. 256-245-4361 for pre-need funerals, burials, or cremation since 1975. Curtis & Son Funeral Home, Sylacauga, Childersburg.